everyone, this is Megan with Kingdom Magic Vacations, a part of the Muscle of Travel group. Today, I am really excited to talk to you all about the Epcot festivals. This is going to be a little bit about the Epcot Festivals 101. If you follow our blog, follow us here on our YouTube channel, then you probably know by now that I am a big fan of all of the Epcot festivals. I look forward to each one every year. There's something that I love about each and every one of the festivals that makes them such an exciting thing that I look forward to every single year. And that's what I'm going to do today, is break down what each of the there's four festivals that take place in Epcot throughout the year. I'm going to break down what each one of those four festivals are and a little bit of information about what you can experience at each one of those different events, so that you can plan your next vacations for the coming years here with your Kingdom Magic Vacations travel planner and get to experience some of these incredible offerings that Disney puts on at Epcot throughout the different times of the year. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. So the four festivals that take place at Epcot are the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. That always happens in the fall. It's been getting a little bit earlier and staying around a little bit later every year because it is that popular of an event. So this year, the festival actually begins on August 29th, the same day that Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opens at Walt Disney World. So that's one of the earliest opening dates we've ever had for the Food and Wine Festival. And this year it runs through about the beginning of November, like that first week in November. So we have a long period for the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. So always in the fall is when you can experience that event at Epcot. So after Food and Wine Festival ends, there's usually a little bit of a transition period, and then usually around that midpoint in November, we then get the Epcot International Festival of the Holidays. And then this lasts all the way through Christmas and New Year's and usually wraps up like that first week in January. So it's all over that holiday season is when you can experience the International Festival of the Holidays. And that is also a really great time. If you love all things festive, that's a great festival for you. Then we have in January, usually starting about mid-January, once we transition from the holidays, we then have what is now my favorite festival of them all, the Epcot International Festival of the Arts. If you are an art lover, this is the event for you. They have so many great things here, so many unique offerings that are at the Festival of the Arts. I love this event. So now once that wraps up, typically in like the early spring months, usually right around like March, we then have the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival, another amazing festival. Epcot becomes so vibrant and just filled with tons of gorgeous flowers and topiaries, and that event runs usually through to about like mid-May, and sometimes all the way through to the end of May. It just kind of depends year to year, but you can experience that during the entire spring month at Epcot. So pretty much looking at the calendar, there's always some type of an event happening. Summer is usually the only time that it's kind of dormant for a while and there's no exact festival going on. But any other time, there's usually just a little like week of downtime throughout the year as it transitions from one event to the next. So pretty much any time of year that you visit, you probably will end up being there during one of these amazing festivals at Epcot. And you may even want to, if there's a particular event that you know that you would really love, that's another reason to take that into account when planning your Disney trip, of going specifically to see one of these great events, being there during the time of year that one of these is taking place. Okay, so now that I gave you a little bit of the timeline of when each of these four festivals takes place, I want to talk a little bit more about each one of these events in detail and tell you what that festival has to offer, what it entails, some of the different things that you can experience while attending that event. And something to know about the Epcot festivals is that they are completely free. If you want to try some of the different food and beverage offerings that they offer, you would just need to pay for those. But to come in and attend the festival, it's no separate ticket or anything like that. Just with your standard Epcot park admission, you get to be a part of the festival activities and everything that's taking place there, which is really awesome. All right, so let me start off with the original Epcot festival, the International Food and Wine Festival. So like I said, this one takes place in the fall, typically at Disney, and it is such a loved fan favorite. I look forward to the Food and Wine Festival every single year, and this event has just grown and grown over the years and introduced new festival booths and marketplaces, and it's such a great way to really try some different things if you are an adventurous eater, or maybe you're not and you're kind of wanting to expand your horizons and try some different things. This festival gives you such a great opportunity to do that. You can explore all World Showcase and find all of these different cuisines from countries all across the world and get to experience new flavors, new types of menus that maybe you wouldn't typically try. Throughout the years, I can tell you, I have discovered so many things like escargot in France. I never would have ordered escargot on a menu before, but I've tried it at the Food and Wine Festival, and now I am a huge fan of escargot. And so it's that perfect opportunity that you can sample things in tinier portion sizes to know if you really are going to like them or not. You don't have to commit to getting a full entree somewhere. It is such a good time. All of the different food and the beverage offerings, you can just have hours spent in Epcot and experience so much. This festival also has different cooking demonstrations. Culinary celebrities from the Food Network will make appearances at the event. There's also the Eat to the Beat concert series that happens in the American Gardens Theater. Every night during the festival there is a different band that plays, and that is such a good time. It's really great to, you know, go around, get a drink or something and just go and watch the band. It is a great time. So I love that Eat to the Beat concert series. There's a reason that the Food and Wine Festival is loved by so many people and pretty much has like a cult following of fans. It's because it is so amazing, and Disney, like I said, year after year, they just knock it out of the park with bringing in new dance parties or new booths with different offerings. There's always something different every single year at this event. All right, so now let me talk about the Festival of the Holidays. So for years, Epcot has always gone all out around Christmas time and throughout the holidays with having different offerings in every single pavilion, kind of showing the culture of Christmas in that country. And it's really neat. They have the different Santas from around the world that you can see the storytellers tell the story of St. Nicholas in that culture. It's really a neat experience. And so things like that had happened for years at Epcot, but just within the last probably like 2 years or so, they actually deemed the Festival of the Holidays and made it like an official established event. They introduced a few years back the food booths into this event as well to make it a proper festival with multiple different things to take in and do. And those festival marketplaces are so good because it's all focused on the holiday cuisine from those different cultures throughout the World Showcase, so you can experience what their Christmas meal might be like in that country, and also the treats as well. You can find lots of delicious cookies and pastries and different treats that those cultures would have during the holiday season. So definitely a lot of great things to experience during the Festival of the Holidays. And my hands down favorite thing that happens in Epcot during the Festival of the Holidays happens at night in the American Gardens Theater. It is the Candlelight Processional. This is the story of the Nativity told by a celebrity guest narrator, and local choirs can come in from all over and make up the ensemble of this gorgeous, gorgeous production. It is something that you cannot miss. I love seeing it. It really is such a beautiful presentation. It will truly put you in that holiday spirit. Do not miss it when you are in Epcot. All right, so now let's move into those early winter months, usually starting about mid-January. Like I said, you get to experience the Epcot International Festival of the Arts. I just attended this festival for the first time this past year, and it's now my favorite. It is my hands down new favorite. It used to be a cross between I love the Food and Wine Festival and I love the Flower and Garden Festival, but now it's hands down Festival of the Arts is my personal favorite. I really love something about each event, but Festival of the Arts just makes it for me. I am an art lover, so as a art fan myself, it's just there's so many things about this festival that appeal to me. This festival focuses not just on visual art, but also culinary art and performing art. So all these different mediums of art blended together in one big celebration. It is amazing. You go throughout the World Showcase and even throughout Future World, and you find these amazing pop-up shops of art to just look at, these little galleries. And what's really cool is they actually have, throughout the festival, different artists, Disney artists, come in and will do signings and meet and greets. It is really, really a great time in the park. I love this event so much. And the culinary offerings too, you have that element of the food booths here. And the food from Festival of the Arts is some of my favorite. It's all done with different creative influence on it, so all the food is very unique, and it has a lot of focus on the presentation of actually making the food basically art itself. So it's definitely very Instagrammable when you are at Festival of the Arts and trying all the different offerings throughout the World Showcase. And then over in that American Gardens Theater, they have the Festival of the Arts Disney on Broadway concert series. It is a can't miss when you are in the park. When you are there, you get to see the actual stars who have starred in Disney on Broadway productions. They're in Epcot singing all different Disney on Broadway songs. It is absolutely amazing. It will take your breath away. Okay, this now brings me to the fourth festival, which is the Flower and Garden Festival. This festival, it has the element of the food booths, like with Food and Wine Festival, so I love that. But everything is focused on like fresh and springtime. It brings in that theme of the Flower and Garden Festival. And the thing that Flower and Garden Festival is known for is every inch of the park is like transformed with these gorgeous flowers and gorgeous garden displays, topiary displays that are actually sculpted to look like different Disney characters. You will see these things. It will just blow your mind what the horticulture team there can do and create. My favorite thing is there in Epcot, right as you go and you're entering from like Future World into World Showcase, they have that lagoon there and they do carpeting of just all these flowers covering every inch of the grass. It is gorgeous. During this event, they also have the Garden Rocks concert series. So kind of similar to the Eat to the Beat concert series. They have different bands that come in nightly during the festival and do performances there. Such a good time. So I hope you enjoyed this brief overview of what each one of the different Epcot festivals has to offer that takes place throughout the year at Epcot. Each one truly is unique and has so much to experience. And like I said, every single year, Disney just keeps stepping up their game with these events and bringing in new offerings, new activities, new things to do. There truly is something for everyone. Be sure to contact your Kingdom Magic Vacations travel planner today to plan your next visit to Walt Disney World and plan your visit over one of these events that you think you and your family would love to check out. Leave some comments down below and tell us, what is your favorite festival? Have you visited all the Epcot festivals? Which ones do you still need to hit? And which one has been your favorite out of the ones that you visited? I would love to hear that. Have a great day, and we will see you soon in our next video.